I love it when books take language into consideration, and it always pulls me out of the book when the author is not doing that in situations when they really should. Like earlier this year, I talked about a book I was reading set in Montreal that just completely ignored the factor of language and had strangers talking to each other without any mention of whether they're speaking French or English, or any acknowledgement that if you're approaching a stranger in Montreal, you need to be thinking about which language to speak to them. And it just made the book really not work. It made it unrealistic. It pulled me out of the story. It made it seem like the author didn't actually consider the setting at all. And this happens sometimes in fantasy and sci-fi novels too. When you're world building, you should be thinking about language, because language is complicated and important. If there are characters from opposite sides of the world, are they speaking the same language? If so, why? Is it their first language? Is it the lingua franca? Do they have the same dialect? There should always be multiple dialects of every language in your world. And language should evolve over time. If your characters are reading an ancient text, it should not be in the same version of the language that they are currently speaking. But sometimes people go too far in the other direction too, and there will be two kingdoms side by side, and they speak completely different languages to the point that the people, even the people who live right on the border, are incomprehensible to each other. And that's also just not really how language works either. And it especially wasn't the case before our very contemporary idea of the nation state was quite so firmly established. And these are all really fun things to think about. They're really fun things to include in world building, and they're fun things to read about. You don't have to conlang everything. You can know that there are multiple dialects without having to actually write all the dialects. You can just mention it when it's important, and it will be important if you have characters from different places interacting with each other. Or if your story is set in a port city or something like that, where there will be people from all different parts of the world.